when you raise your hand, and I'll be the first, when you raise your hand and you swore that oath, that's where a lot of your individual liberties ended, even including First Amendment rights, where, they're saying that, that you have one of the congressmen saying, no, it's my First Amendment right to be able to speak this way. Well, since you are a retired officer and yet you are still subject to recall under the UCMJ, no, you're not. And for me, as a retired officer, as a retired senior officer, I gave up that right. So, if I went out and said, disobey this order, I'm exposing myself to UCMJ action. And so that is not something that in an individual member of the military, no matter what your rank is, can say, I'm not going to do this. So that's something that, again, you have, you have a bunch of different articles that deal with that. Article 90 of the UCMJ, Article 91, Article 92, and all those deal with failure to obey regulations, failure to obey orders. That, again, it's a UCMJ Article 2, persons subject to this chapter specifically says, if you're a retired officer, you're still subject to the UCMJ. And it's just something that, that really, when I first saw these news articles and it come out on the news about these Congress people doing this, I called up Rob and I was losing my shit. I was like, what in the ever living Jiminy are these people thinking of? And the problem is, people are
It
like,
was a little
well,
more blue than that.
yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
And, just to go off on sort of a short tangent on this as well, is that the danger of that is that the military is based upon the cohesiveness of your unit, and that you have to be operating in lockstep with one another. If you are not, and if people individually challenge orders and say, I'm not going to do this because of this, then the cohesion breaks down. And then, you know, the my favorite saying is, I'm not fighting for the people in front of me, I'm fighting for the people behind me. And that, as an officer, you know, I need to be able to know that when I was in the field, I could trust that, that the person behind me is doing their job, and they need to be able to trust me fully to know that I am doing my job in front of me. I can't have a moment of questioning. And so to call on people on that, to like question these authorities, it's one, it's bad, and two, it's not based in law.
And
If anything, is based in direct contravention of the law.